Did you know that businesses that use content marketing get 6 times more conversions than businesses that don't? Today, I'm going to be going over a content marketing strategy for 2023 for small businesses. It honestly doesn't matter what business, what market, what industry you're in, having a solid content marketing strategy will produce serious results and have an amazing return on your investment. My name is Parisi, and I love helping small business owners grow their influence and profits online using marketing strategies that actually work. And I'm also the leader of the Parisi Pack, a private marketing membership for entrepreneurs. Today, we're going to look at what is content marketing, the 2 parts of content marketing that you must have to get results, how much content is enough, and how do you get started? Or if you've already started, how do you improve your content to actually convert 6 times more than the other person next door? So what is content marketing? Content marketing is the strategy of creating and distributing valuable and relevant information to a specific target market with the end goal of driving profitable customer actions. In short, anything that you create for your customers is content. But this gets into where content marketing is truly a 2-part strategy. You need to create the content and then also distribute the content. So let's talk about creation first. What are things that you could create? Blog posts, articles, cheat sheets, templates, checklists, calculators, videos, podcasts, webinars, workshops, live seminars. All these things fall under the creation component of content marketing. So let's talk about distributing it. You can do this a number of ways: email, social media, paid ads, SEO, TV, radio, physical mailers that you're sending out to people, you name it. But how much content do you really need to get results? A lot of people are going to say, hey, doing more is better. But I would say make sure that you're doing quality content. So how much content can you make consistently? It's a common question that I get asked in the Parisi Pack, in my membership, from my paying members all the time. Steph, how much should I put out on social media? Steph, how many podcasts do I need? And I always go back to the consistent factor of what can you do consistently so you build that trust with your network and that they actually gain value from your content. I believe in giving out really amazing free content so my people know that, hey, the stuff I'm going to pay Steph for is going to be even better than that. Likewise, search engines a lot of times prefer content that's longer than shorter. Now, I know TikTok and Reels are all the rage right now, but don't stop creating long form content for your business either. What do I mean by that? Check out this video, The Content That Sells, and I talk about it more. One of the amazing things though about content creation is once you create it, it's yours and you can continue to use it again and again and again. So how do you get started? Or maybe you've already started, but let's talk about how to make it even better. To really reap the rewards with your content, you're going to need to invest your time and your effort and possibly even some of your budget. Okay, just being real. Stick with me though, because if you're like me, I honestly cannot stand prospecting. It's why I'm so big on content marketing and attraction marketing. To find out a little bit more about attraction marketing, check out this video. But with my content, because I'm creating solid content, I have people every single week reaching out to me for what I offer because of it. And that's what I want for you. And it also saves me a ton of time because my content is always working in the background for me when I'm sleeping, when I'm with my family and doing other things. So let's get you the most impact from your content. You ready? Number 1, map it out backwards. So if you're like, okay, what content should I produce? You always want to be thinking about, okay, what's the final action that I want this person to take? So here are some examples of that. If you're really looking to generate leads, you want to give people a quick win or something that they can do, take, and walk away with and be like, that was amazing, it worked. And so then they're going to sign up on your email list. If you're further down that customer relationship, you may be looking for something a little bit more in depth. You might host a private workshop to showcase your services, really add a lot of value to then convert into a sale for that person. Or maybe you're new and starting out and you really have no network and no one knows who you are. So your content is going to look more like being a guest on podcasts or starting your own YouTube channel, The key is that every piece of content that you create is going to bring your prospect one closer to becoming your customer. So start at the end and map it out backwards. Number 2, who are you reaching? The kicker is your content must resonate with the viewer. If people don't care about it, they're going to scroll past. They're not going to click on your reel. They're not going to watch your YouTube video or read your blog post. So you need to know who your ideal customer is. Who's your ideal client? It's one of the reasons why in my Parisi Pack membership, I have a workshop that I lead every member through that goes over figuring this out. The workshop goes step by step through the process. So at the end of it, you actually know what content to create to resonate with your people. Check out this video for a sneak peek inside the pack, or head on over to the description for a direct link. This goes back to content that resonates with your viewer is so important because it's going to make them feel, okay? Emotions drive everything, and they drive people to take action. I talk about the emotional power of buying and reacting in this video, specifically regarding like Facebook stories and how I'm creating emotion in a story to get people to punch a button or take action, which leads us into number 3, no pain, no gain. What do I mean by this? You are going to rub some salt in their pain wounds when it comes to what they're looking for. And the gain is that you are going to then make a sale, get a new client, have someone book your service. So the key with your content is that you really want to bring awareness to the fact that, hey, you have this need, and then drive home your solution. I can help you map this out further in the pack membership. But some key questions that you want to ask yourself: what is my person's biggest pain points? And then how do I paint a picture of what life looks like on the other side of this after they've solved those problems? For example, maybe you're a busy mom in business and you feel so overwhelmed by your to-do list with your business because you have 100,000 things to do and you feel like you only have 5 minutes and you're going all over the place. Imagine if you had a structured DMO, daily method of operation. So when you had 5 minutes, you were able to get done exactly what you needed to do. So then at night, you put your kids to bed, and instead of having to work your business, you get to actually relax and have some time to yourself. That's an example of a problem that I solve for my target customer. How will your prospect, how will your potential client's life be happier, brighter, or more productive? If you can cause a little bit of pain, you're going to have something to gain. Now, keep it within reason, right? We don't want to be mean. But again, people are out there searching every single day for the solutions you provide. So why not let them find you? Tip number 4, you've got to use your platforms correctly. Okay, again, this is something we go over all the time in the pack membership. But if you're using Facebook, okay, is it set up to properly lead someone down the Facebook funnel to find you? If it's YouTube, are you using keywords? Are you not using keywords? What is your video structure look like? With TikTok, what's your SEO look like as you're creating that? LinkedIn, what are the best practices for 2023 on LinkedIn? Again, these are all answers that I provide in my pack membership. But you have to respect the platform that you're using and use it correctly to gain the biggest advantage. Your content needs to fit and look like it belongs where you're posting it. One of my favorite things to do for my pack members is give them feedback on their content after they create it. And they're like, hey, Steph, how could have I gotten a better result with this? And I'm like, oh, this and this and this is kind of sucky, but this and this and this is really good. So let's fix these things so the next time you create this content and use it here, you're going to get a better result. Number 5, where are your people actually hanging out? I feel like it's all the rage right now for people to tell you, hey, 2023, everything in social media is changing and you need to be here and here and here and here. And you got to create this and create that and be here. And why aren't you doing shorts and reels and TikToks and all the things? And actually, I would say all that in some ways is total crap. You don't have to be everywhere. Yes, we'll talk about being able to repurpose your content, but figure out where your people actually are. Are they hanging out on YouTube? Are they trying to figure things out? You know, for me, I do a lot of automating and systems. You can see some of it here, like with email marketing or SMS text message marketing, setting up sales funnels. So I love to provide my members with clear, step-by-step, simple tutorials on how do I actually set up an email list? How do I create an email campaign? And I have templates and tutorials on all these things. So a lot of my people are hanging out on YouTube. So it makes sense for me to be creating YouTube videos. But what if you're a network marketer and you sell a product for weight loss? Creating a bunch of related TikTok videos may be in your best interest. Don't let your content fall on deaf ears because your people aren't on that platform. Do your research to figure out where your people are hanging out. And if you don't want to do your research on it, I can help you out inside the pack membership. Number 6, tweak and share. So while I don't think you need to show up everywhere, I also think it's okay to show up on a few different places. And so that's where you can tweak and share your information. A lot of people think of this as repurposing. Sometimes I think the word repurposing can get overused because it gives this pressure of being every place and everything to everyone. And you honestly don't need to do that. You need to find your people who are highly invested in your business and what you offer. So for example, my content you're going to find on YouTube, email, and primarily in a Facebook group. And that's it. So I would encourage you, try to get your content at least distributed to 3 different places. So what are your top 3? Let me know in the comments. Other examples could be Reels, TikTok, blog posts, a podcast, using SMS, text messaging, you name it. And lastly, when it comes to your content, don't forget your call to action. So you've just put out all this quality content. And you've done it based on the steps we've talked about. You started with the end in mind and mapped it out backwards. You're talking to your ideal customer avatar, and you're doing it appropriately for the platform that you're on. And it's where your people are hanging out. But don't forget this step, and that's your call to action. You want that person to take a next step, but if you don't tell them, they're not going to do it. I talk a lot about call to actions in this video. So check it out if you want a deeper dive on them. But a call to action is always simple, strategic, and singular. It's simple. You're telling them exactly what to do. My call to action in this video is, hey, go to stephanieparisi.com and click on Pack Membership to learn more about how I can increase your results and give you feedback on what you're doing, and you get better results in your business that result in higher profits. That's stephanieparisi.com. So there is a simple step, right? You're telling someone, hey, go to a website. Maybe you're going to tell someone, hey, comment on this video, or share this video, or like it. If you want them to click a button, say click a button. Text a number, tell them to text a number. Just keep it simple. It should also be strategic. It's the next logical step in your creation process. If it doesn't match up with what you've just talked about, people are going to be less likely to do it. And then it's singular because one is always best. If you tell people to go do 5 things, I'm sorry, but you are confusing and losing them. Confuse, you lose. If you can keep it super simple, tell them to do one thing that matches with exactly what you've been talking about, you're going to get the best return on your investment with the content you created. If this video helped you out today, check out these other videos that are popping up on the screen because I have more content that I would love to share with you to help you grow your business and get better results. I'll be back next week with another new video.